Hi, this is a quick video tutorial on how to list on eBay using SkuGrid Lister. Just a little bit of an over or a background on SkuGrid Lister. Um, SkuGrid used to just be a repricing tool, and they have they used to work with Hydra Lister. They have like this partnership between the two companies. Hydra Lister decided to part ways with SkuGrid because I think they're gonna have their own repricing tool. So SkuGrid had to create their own lister. So for those who have experience or who has experience using Hydra Lister, the SkuGrid is gonna look exactly the same as far as the user interface. So it's not gonna be any different, but maybe down the road they'll look different, but not at the moment. So anyhow, so I wanted to do a quick video tutorial for specifically for the virtual assistant. So the first thing you'll need to do is log into log into SkuGrid using the URL above, and you're probably gonna get an email from me as well with this link, and you're gonna also get a password as well. So the first thing you need to do is log into log in for VA. Click on that button, and the the username is Quantum LI, and the password you'll get. So I'm gonna go ahead and log in just to do a quick demonstration, and I'll show you exactly what I need to get you guys started on listing. So this is how it's gonna look like. It's gonna look familiar to Hydra Lister. So anyhow, there are several different ways to list on eBay. There's a quick lister, a batch lister, and an easy lister. I'm not really sure what the quick lister, to be honest. I've been using batch lister and easy lister. I think easy lister is a manual way of creating the listing, and you'll have to go through the steps on titling and all that stuff. But anyhow, so I think either you're going to be using the quick lister or the easy lister. I'm not really sure, but you can also use the batch lister, but you will just have to one thing that it's I wouldn't say negative when you use batch lister or quick lister. You have to wait because it queues up on their server, and it doesn't really list right away or in real time. So you have to wait until it gets listed or it gets completed, and the way you'll see when it gets completed, you'll see an eBay item number, or else it'll just be blank. But anyways, this is how you would list on SkuGrid. It looks exactly like Hydra Lister, it's just different name. They just named it differently on the application itself. And once you, I think the quick lister, let me see here. Let's see if it takes a while for some reason. Yeah, so there isn't a whole lot of option. You just have to insert the URL. So I'm sure you guys are familiar already with this. So when you type in the URL, or I'm sorry, you copy and paste the URL from the source. So in my case, it would be Overstock, because that's majority of my items are coming from Overstock, and you'll actually get like a spreadsheet like this from me, and I'll share the link for those who are working for me as far as a virtual assistant. Basically, you'll get the list of categories, and what I like about the Google Sheets is that it allows you to actually just click on this link. Here, it'll take you directly to Overstock, and And as you can see here, you can sort it by best-selling and new arrivals. I'll let you guys decide on which items to list, but I typically focus on new arrivals. You just have to sort it by new arrivals, and then just wait for it to load. Okay, so so here are the new arrivals, and it's I'll leave it up to you to what items you want to list. And I also gave like price ranges as well. So and some, oh, here's another thing too. So okay, let's start over. So you sort it by best selling or new arrivals, and the shipping type, I usually look for anything that is like standard shipping. If you see anything like usually it's like these items, they're not standard shipping, so you would have to click on full details to check that. It'll say something like let me see here. I guess this doesn't say. I might have to click on this ones here. Doesn't really tell me. Usually it'll say something like 1 to 4 weeks, but it looks like this is a standard shipping. It's very interesting. But anyways, there's different variation here. I guess this is back order. And by the way, this is a bad example because Christopher Knight Home is I think they're the ones that's under the Vero. They're listed as a Vero protected, whatever you call that. But anyhow, going back, I don't know, I wanted to give you an example where it shows 1 to 4 weeks, but I would just look at the shipping to make sure it's not 1 to 4 weeks. And you want to I just want anything that's standard. Oh, this is a good example. So it says standard 1 to 4 weeks. Please do not list this item since I'm not set up for it yet. Maybe down the road I will, but those are typically are any price range between 1,000 and up. You'll see like standard 1 to 4 weeks shipping. So I would stay away from those. And only sold by overstock. It'll say here if it was not sold by overstock, it'll say something sold overstock marketplace. It'll say something here. It says overstock marketplace sold by some company. I can't give you an example right now, but you won't see them many on the furniture side, but on little items you'll see. But anyways, that's what it is. That's how you go through these categories: best selling or new arrivals, standard shipping only, price ranges, things like that. So you can choose from any of these categories. Like I said, you can just click on the link and and then just choose an item. And the way you list overstock items, you would just go up to the product HTML, and you just copy this over this URL and then just paste it here. And that's how you manually you just press that button. It'll bring up all the information over. Just wait for it. Okay, so it's taking a while. I'm not really sure why. Interesting. Okay, I guess I don't have it set up yet, but oh boy. Okay, let me pause this video and then let me get back to you on it, because I guess apparently the easy lister settings not set up. I'll be back in a few. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, I had to go inside and log in as myself, and I guess I didn't get the settings completed for the easy lister. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and okay, I'm gonna go ahead and list this now and see if it works. Hopefully it works this time. Excuse the background just because I have the kids behind me, so I'm trying to get them to be quiet, but they're not. So anyhow, let's see if this goes through really quick. If not, I'm gonna have to pause this video again. Yeah, it looks like it's still going through. Let me go ahead and pause this video and I'll be back. Alright, it looks like I'm back. So anyhow, yeah, I've never used this before, so I've always used the batch lister, but I didn't know that there's this tool right here. You can find competition and get keywords. I've never tried that before, but let's see what it does. This is actually pretty cool because I've never seen, I don't believe seeing this in Hydra Lister, but yeah, it looks like it's finding the actual like competitors, and they even have like the keywords, the titles here, so you can get an idea of the titles here. But I'm not really sure about this soul count just because it's showing blank. So but anyhow, just to get an idea of the, you know, you find the competition and see how their titles are. Anyway, let's look at this get keywords here as well. While that's loading, I'm gonna go. Oh, here we go. So yeah, there's quite a bit of recommendation here too. So yeah, so this gives you an idea of how to title, or what keywords to use in the title. So just going through this stuff, one of the things that I like to do, here is going to the description itself. Just go through the description and change the item number to SKU, and then copy the SKU number and just scroll up here and just enter it in here as the SKU. So that way I know the item number in overstock. What else? The brand name, of course, you gotta fill this in. UPC does not apply. Usually it's the one that I choose all the time because I don't have any UPC codes. Just leave this all default. You can upload new pictures. This is a quick way to add additional pictures. Oh yeah, going back to the description, what I like to do is you can like, I like to use the I don't know what they call it. It's called instead of a block or a paragraph, they separate like a bullet point type. So every period, I just do one space if you can. That would be great, and leave everything here as is. And I think that's pretty much it. There used to be a spin the description, but I guess not. Doesn't have the tool here. So yeah, then you could just oh, I think it's this one. Oh yeah, so once you do the title, once you update the title, make sure you update updating the description as well. So that way, let's say I want to take out this Belize waterproof. I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying these are the keywords that you should use. Just giving an example here, and update the description, and that should automatically update the description here. So yeah, so that that helps a lot instead of copying, pasting. That's the way to do it. And then you just click on list. Yeah, I'm not sure how long it takes to list, but I'm gonna go ahead and pause this video and just come back. Oh, actually, looks like it's gone through. Let's see. Duration 1 day is not available for listing type. Interesting. But anyways, that you get an idea of how to list. I gotta fix all these warnings. I'm not really sure why people added as a payment method because you have set your preference. Okay, that's just a warning. I guess the duration invalid. Duration 1 day is not available for listing type. Invalid category or invalid category. Interesting. I don't know what the invalid category is, but anyways, I'll go ahead and get that fixed, hopefully. But let me pause this video and then see if I can get this fixed, and then we'll go from there. Thanks. Okay, we're back. Actually, I figured it out. What was the error? Because I had a listing duration as 1 day, and it's supposed to be good till cancel. So I fixed that. Just to recap everything, like I said, the Easy Lister is, you can use that, you just type in the URL. Actually, it's good that I've gone through this because I was able to find something that something to avoid listing. Like I was telling you earlier, or mentioned in the earlier, if you see something like this, an overstock marketplace seller, please do not list this type of items, because it's not sold by overstock, and everyone has different return policy. So I want to try to avoid that. So this is an example of an item to avoid. So yeah, I just used this item to kind of demonstrate, how to list using the quick lister. Anyways, I've got just to recap on everything. Like I said, titles is the most important thing to me. You can use these tools to get keywords. One thing I would suggest is like going into eBay. I find titles this way. Let's say I'm looking for 4-piece wicker outdoor, 4-piece wicker, 4-piece wicker patio set. See, eBay will suggest keywords for you, so you can start off with this. I think the first 5 words are very important as far as a search ranking. So I would do something like this, and then kind of get an idea. And on the left side, you click on sold items, and it'll give you any 4-piece wicker set that has sold within the 30 days. See, here's a good example of a title that you can use. Of course, you want to eliminate anything that is not relevant to your listing. Let's say, for example, it's a glass table. I'm not even sure if this is a glass table. It doesn't look like it's a glass table. So you can use the rest of the words like patio, furniture, outdoor, modern, 4-piece wicker. Remove the glass table. It doesn't have a cushion. It does have a cushion. Chair set, something like that. But one thing I really would recommend is use all 80 characters if you can. I'm not sure why this has 111, but it should be 80 characters, I believe. Anyways, just to recap, like I said, titles, make sure the categories is correct as well. They're in the right category. You can leave everything here. Anything that's, UPC, MPN, just, type in does not apply. Brand name is, I think it's required. Handling time is 1. You can just leave this default, and of course if there's any variation, make sure you choose that. The SKU number, I got that from the description itself. This used to be item number. I changed it to SKU, so if you guys can change the item to SKU. And I think that's pretty much it. Let's see here. Yeah, that's it. For the most part, that's it. Another thing too is I like, instead of paragraph, I like to break it down into bullet point type description. So if you see any period, just hit return, so that way it'll just create extra spacing between the sentences. And that's pretty much it. Yep, that's it. And then you click on list item, and hopefully this time it'll go through, because I've fixed pretty much every error on this video. I apologize for that. That if it wasn't for that, this video wouldn't be long. But let's see. Okay, looks like it's at least gonna go through this time. Just cross our fingers. Not sure why it's extremely slow. Let me go ahead and pause this video and see. This will refresh itself quickly enough. Hang on a second. We'll be back. Alright, so we got this processed. As you can see here, item was listed. Here's the item list, item number. Go ahead and copy over that item number, and then go back to the Google Sheet that I will provide you, and just put it in here. As far as the category, you might not need to do that. Well, actually, yeah, if you can do that, just see what category this is under on eBay, and then today's date, or whenever you list, when you listed the item, just to put in the date. And that's it. That's all for this video. Hopefully this helps a lot. Instead of going through a shadow session with you, this video, you can always go back and refer to it. I know it's not perfect tutorial, but hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, just feel free to Skype me. You guys have my contact. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.